Hey guys, welcome back to another video on solo leveling Arise, Black Thunder here. So as you can see, Lenart is directly looking at his goal, like he is truly determined to achieve his goal, or should I say two goals. So let me put on a show for him. But that aside, we are getting the free weapon selector from tomorrow's check-in. So I'll tell you what weapon to go for, and it will be a guide for both F2P and pay to win. So currently I am in my F2P account, so let's check that and then we'll move over to the pay to win account. So if I were to sum up the whole video in the start, so it truly depends on what hunters you have and what are the situation of their weapons, because some hunters really like scale off their weapons. They truly get buffed with the help of their weapons, and as you can see, we'll get it tomorrow. Like main hunters like Kanai is there and Water Chai is there and Mira is there, so their weapons really buff them. As you can see, my Kanai is already A5 weapon, and like SL is A3, and SL weapon is also good, and Gina's is A1. Like you need Gina weapon too for more MP recovery, and this is the setup that I have, mainly the fire one that clears everything. Like if you saw my yesterday's video, so I cleared the normal demos at 29 logins without the blessings. So mainly I'm building the fire team, so I might go for maybe A4 SL's weapon or A2 Gina weapon, because MP is truly a important factor for Kanai. Though I already have the purple core which reduces the MP consumption reduction, and Gina's weapon also help in MP recovery, and A5 passive of Kanai is really good, that like reduces the MP consumption reduction by 50%, and its like duration is infinite. So like I said, you have to see which hunters you are going with and you need to build their weapons, especially if you are a new player. So let me go in the codex, because I don't have many of the weapons in this account, though you'll get the better idea when I go into the main account, because almost every weapon is A5, the main ones. So if we see the Malin's weapon, so it's for the team modes while you are playing the maybe the hunter mode or a team mode, where she is doing her skills to increase the damage increase, because she uses that whip skill. So you don't need to go for this weapon. And similarly is the Min's weapon, it is also for the team modes or the hunter stages. As you can see, when he does his heavenly blessing, the ultimate move, so it increases the crit hit damage, sorry, the damage dealt. So no need to go for this too, it's not a necessity. And the third support that I'm using is currently Bora. So this is also a like for the hunter modes or the team modes like POD or guild boss, so I won't go for that too. So like I said, that you have to see your hunters and what you are currently using, the whole setup, and then you have to choose accordingly. Maybe I'll go with the Goto's weapon too, and like I said, her weapon helps in MP recovery, and the more passives you have, the more MP you recover. Like at A5 it's around 210 MP if I recover correctly, sorry, remember correctly. And it also increases the fire damage dealt, so it's a really good weapon. Like you shouldn't ignore your supports, they are really important for the whole team to work properly. And if you are having the wind setup, so you need Hansemi. Maybe I'll choose the Hansemi weapon too, because I have Goto's weapon A2 and I don't have Hansemi, and I need to build like Lenart weapon too when he comes, though I might be able to because I'll summon for him. And here her weapon is also good, like it increases the attack, and the team member which has the highest attack, so SL buffs that too, like especially Kanai, because she has the highest attack in my team, around 25k, along with 50% crit and 200% crit damage, and around like 15 or 16% damage increase. So if you read like Goto's weapon and Hansemi weapon, so they are not two great buffing weapons. Like here it increases the damage of the Goto skill, and if we see the Hansemi, so it only increases the damage taken if the enemy is hit by the Hansemi skill. So you don't need to truly get them, they are not too good. Like Gina is good because she helps in MP recovery, and obviously Kanai, it increases her attack and crit rate, and you saw the SLs too. So these are the ones you can get if you're doing the fire team. And in the wind team, the main weapon you want is Mire's, because it increases her basic attacks by 60% if I believe at A5. I haven't used her for so long. And this is it for the F2P account. Now I'm in my pay to win account, the main one. So I haven't even logged in, so I'll just do that. And let's do a jiggly intro here too. And this damn game doesn't want me to do that and keep interrupting me with these pop-ups of monthly bundles and whatnot. So here I'll show you the situation of all the hunters and all the weapons that I have. Like I have built almost all the weapons and all of them are A5. I made the A10 weapons of the water team to get more power obviously, and as you can see all of them are mostly A5s. And I just made the SR hunters for the sake of it. Like I wanted to do the hunter archive, the secret library, to get more points. That's why these are there. So maybe I'll go with the Gina's weapon. As you can see, it's A3. And to make that, I had to salvage A5 CO's weapon and even Wu's weapon because I was struggling in BOT and my Gina is A0. That's why. Like if I show my condition in the battlefield of time here, so I really struggled to get this number one spot. Like I tried for 4 hours and finally the ult of my Kanai did crit, and she's also A3. You need the A5 passive of MP consumption reduction to deal even more damage. And this is the wind setup, sorry, fire setup. And if you are like a whale or a heavy spender, so what you can do is like go in the codex and see what weapons you are missing, because some heavy whales are like collectors and they like to collect everything. As you can see, I haven't crafted the SMBX. When I started the game, I didn't know about the advancements and the passives, so I made one weapon of each hunter like SMBX 2 and that Dong Pu. So it was like a mistake on my end. And I also like did mistake of salvaging Yu's weapon, Yu Suyun. It was A3 and I got it free from the whole event after summoning for her. And also I did salvage this weapon. Like it's a salvage weapon and it only increases the crit hit damage of the CO skills. And now we have Siorin. And this is a good weapon, though it increases the wind skill. Sorry, the wind damage of whole team. But who even uses Wu? Everyone uses Goto. So this is also useless. And I did craft this weapon to try Emma in the BOT, but we can't use Min because A5 Min along with his like passive to increase the ult damage by 50%. So I could one shot Baruka with the Emma's ultimate. But after buffing the HP of the bosses, Netmarble really did us dirty. And if we see the elements that the Baruka is strong against, so there is light. So if I use Min, I'll get a 2-minute penalty where my damage dealt will be so low, so I won't be able to do anything with Emma and Min. Otherwise I could have easily done with A4 Emma and A5 Choi with A5 weapon and A4 Min with A5 weapon. So currently if you are using the water team, then firstly focus on the Char's weapon obviously because it increases her defense and also the damage of the skills. And Million weapon is really good, especially if you are using as a support in SJW because obviously your SJW has like highest attack and she will buff him, like increasing the attack and also the increasing the damage dealt and decreasing the damage taken. It is something like that. So if you're going with the win team, obviously A5 Goto's weapon and A5 Hansemi weapon because the source says that Lennart will also scale off MP and his max MP will increase, which will help him deal even more damage. And you can save the rest of the red tickets to just make his weapon A5. His pocket watch will be the weapon, which the source says. And now let me show you my preparation for hard mode yogurt. So this is my SJW setup, which I'll be going with. Obviously I'll switch to obsidian there, and I can even switch to level 100 artifacts to get even more power. Like I am 2 million if I switch the max weapons to A5 Stormbringer and A6 DKD. Like DKD is level 120 but my Stormbringer is like level 111. So I need some more weapon enhancers, and this is the team, the hunter team that I'm going with. If I switch the right shadows that I use, so this is the setup. And I don't use like Desire, though Desire is really good for Cha. It buffs her and increases the elemental weakness, but for Melin the best is 8-piece blessing. So these are my hunters with full greed, full blessing and 4-piece curse and 4-piece obsidian. So let's hope for the best. So this basically sums up my video. Hope it helps you choose the best weapon which you are looking for. And if you're new to the channel, you know the drill. Do like, subscribe and share and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you next time with more guides. Till then, take care.